Welcome back, guys. Thought I have been recording a lot lately. Me and Connor have been going back and forth when we want to record. But we're going to jump right into the game here. Okay, yeah, it's still working. Oh, got a haircut too. You'll see that at the end of all my videos. So I don't have the key to this. Let's go see what quests we got. I actually think what we're gonna do. We'll do the In Shadow of Time. I got our map. Oh, gotta learn another forbidden curse here.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Oh boy, this is gonna end bad.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio.
Let me adjust the sound a little for you guys.
Confringo. Incendio. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Accio. Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Confringo. Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
find what you got to.
Accio. Revelio.
Bad feeling about this.
Confringo.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Depulso. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Need something to open it.
Depulso. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo. Depulso. Descendo. Confringo. Incendio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
Confringo. And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Back the other way. I figured there was like nothing really down here. Probably a couple chests, a couple bit of money, and that's it.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But Let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Accio!
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Bombarder! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Confringo! Incendio! Glacius! Lumos! Confringo! Lumos! Bombarda! Lumos! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Depulsor. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
You.
Revelio.
Oh, dead for that.
Accio.
Yeah, spider, I know you're here.
Confringo. Incendio.
We've rid the world of another spider.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe there's a statue or...
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it.
Revelio.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
I don't think learning the Imperious Curse is a good idea.
Really? But we've no idea what may lie ahead. But I shan't press you. I'll have your back no matter what we face in there. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo.
Burn up a lot of this.
Revelio.
Can't go that way. Two directions we can go.
Depulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Aki.
How gracious of you.
I try. That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with green symbols.
Bombarda.
Okay, we can at least.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. Maybe there's a room with runes. Let's go on the other side.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Quick follow there.
Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius.
Confringo!
Depulso. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Revelio.
Okay, we don't need anything here.
Depulso. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Revelio.
Alright, nothing here. Completely empty room.
Accio.
So we need
Accio.
this one.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Bombarda.
No, I can't get this.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Incendio. Capulso. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Glacier. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio. Confringo.
That's weird.
Revelio.
Nothing. It might not be nothing.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Accio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I'm ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Hope I don't regret it.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Are you quite finished?
I've been fighting since before you were.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
That was unexpected. What are you doing? Got him!
They're closing in!
This is almost too easy.
You'll not win here.
Confringo!
We'll make them retreat.
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
You're walking the dark path.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts. Reparo.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Actually, I'm the one preventing him trying to use them. Fucking douchebag.
Revelio.
Oh, Sebastian, you're an idiot. I'm gonna go to the map. We'll do approach days. Go to Hogsmeade. Do this quest, and then we'll turn to side quests, and that's another 2 side quests done. Each build up a little bit of stuff we can get.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not
Revelio.
irritate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Defender! Expelliarmus!
I wonder how many they brought together.
Revelio!
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again. Repel her.
Fantastic.
From a distance. Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
She must have been starved to pick off a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight. Revelio!
Quiet, what was that? There's no turning back now.
Oh, great.
Over here!
Fucking fireball the shit out of me.
There's no turning back now. Remember,
Wait here! I'll run ahead.
whenever you're ready, I'll follow
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
you. Over here! Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Sorry guys, I got a call coming in for some reason. Man, that was pretty epic though. Another quest down. We'll do a Shadow of the Distance, and I think we're pretty good right now. I think we'll do another quest here. Whew. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Yeah, these epic side stories. This is why it takes so long to play this game. And I know a lot of YouTubers beat the game like 28 episodes by cutting Hogwarts out, but it's like you truly can't beat this game in 28 episodes or something like that. It does take a while. Now I might be able to get done by 28 episodes, but I did a lot of stuff off screen. Not
Did you speak with my uncle?
But I did a lot of the side exploring stuff.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
I don't like this, bud. You're getting too dark. Gonna get someone killed. Let's go see what time we're sitting at. That's only 52 minutes. We got time. We got time. Let's do... It's all gobbledygook. So we're gonna go talk to Amit up in Hogwarts. Probably tower. Go up and talk to him real quick. I don't know many more spells we can learn anymore. Like I'm pretty sure we've learned pretty much everything. Level 40 is the final level, I believe. I don't think you get higher level 40. Which I think makes sense. What's this good talent? Did we level up yet? No. And we already learned all the core. Like, by the time you learn all your spells, like, what else do I really want to learn? Probably the room requirements. Like, I don't really have anything else I really care for.
Why do we even have flying?
Oh my god, it takes a while. Give me a little bit, guys. A lot of stairs.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
It's all gobbledygook. Alright, so we're actually gonna head north or south or more. Might need to explore a little bit of the map. One of these days when I have some time, just explore the rest of the southern points.
Let's have a look, shall we?
I'm now getting to the point where I can't get things better leveled. Man, I got a lot of money.
You won't be disappointed, I can promise you that.
Yeah, how can you know this?
So nice of you to stop by. I never tire of seeing Brood.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
I'll be quiet.
Lovely to see you both.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
The mind's eye. Oh man, it's gonna be a fun mission.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I'm pretty good at sneaking about. You'll see.
But we just need to stay quiet because I have no idea what we're gonna find out here.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lid. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Alright, for some reason, finding it's gonna be a purpose for it. We'll find out.
You will regret coming here.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow. Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Revelio.
Let's see if we can fuck with them a little bit.
Matter of time till Ranrock set things right.
Petrificus totalis.
Grapple, you are.
Well, we gotta get away.
We're being watched. by a door.
That was a little more than I knew.
Expelliarmus. I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Why can't I go get that?
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Yeah, we'll stay careful and quiet.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
This might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week.
Right to fight.
You will regret
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I'll find you.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Yes, I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Hello?
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more Revelio. plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
I didn't give a cup of mushroom tea.
Someone there? Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Accio!
Something about running. I'm running.
Confringo! Accio!
Good, that leaves there. Let's explore around.
Revelio.
We help Lockdock out here. We might be able to get some down, guys. Maybe we'll get two. Find out what's really going on around here. Potions being moved. I'm here for goblins. What they would be drilling. Or what they would be drilling. We go this way.
Clever.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Lumos. Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
I'm famished.
Petrificus totalis.
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. Good as new.
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Hello? One less human to worry about. Over here!
Expelliarmus.
Alright, we got the one? Next.
Expelliarmus.
there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Revelio.
Not working. Maybe there's a boiler I missed. Let's go this way.
Revelio. Yes, of course. Confringo. Accio.
Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Go, Emily. Go, 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 go. Come on, buddy. Get in here.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. I'll be quiet.
There we go. We're out. We got lucky.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
It's sad, but yeah, I guess he was there. It's all gobbledygook. You know, it makes you think, like, all the stuff that you know, wouldn't think to say, like, I don't know what to say here, like, it's horrible, the things that he'd done. We'll finish off with one last story quest so we can unlock the next set. But it just shows
Off on
there is
another adventure, are we?
kind of a dark side on each side.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
We must remain unseen.
As much as possible. Less combat, the better. There's less blood on the hands.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
I want
The
the lighting.
wizards will be defeated.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Oh, no.
Loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus Totalis.
Hello?
Someone there? How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Why don't you come up here and
Sendo.
Easily done.
Lumos. Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Your spells glance off of me.
Leviosa. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
That I can't disagree more with, but... Ranrock's just not worth the fighting anymore.
Revelio.
Silent as a grave. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Petrificus Totalis.
Expelliarmus.
Is that it? You're making this too easy.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Alright, let's go.
Quietly now.
better or for worse, we're in.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happened.
Trigus Totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos! I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
I don't see any goblins in these webs. Revelio.
Disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
What's that?
Confringo!
Bombarder! Defender! Descender! I'm a goblin, I'm a toy! Defender! Expelliarmus!
How many Ranrock loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Confringo! That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Confringo.
That bridge has seen better days.
Revelio. Confringo. Reparo.
Revelio. Revelio.
Turn the spider into a barrel. Sorry, spider, here. Let me get back to the barrel again.
Bombarda! Confringo! Dindo! Stasis! Depulsor!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Lumos.
Loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo!
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo!
Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Silent as a grave. Deserve better than patrol duty.
Bombarda!
Let's get it over with.
Bombarda!
We're not finished yet.
It's almost halfway done. Bombarda!
Accio.
Sendo!
Not go well for you.
Confringo!
These spiders.
You are terror, young man. Surely you can see that.
Confringo! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Defendo!
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
We can have a look around in peace.
Revelio! Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio!
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Revelio!
It will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Lumos. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless...
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Alright guys, we're gonna go here, we'll do like another mission. Come on here. That's not it. This one? No. Let me this one. Secret map chamber.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Cool, we have a bunch of cool quests now. Awesome. And I think if we go to challenges, we should be near the end of the main quest line, I think now. 2 more or not yet. Probably one more set of quests after this will be the last trial, and then probably that's about it. Still got a ton of side quests to go. Combat wise, man, we're finally getting there. We got all the goblin ones. Goblin player level 3. With the pumpkin mask. Let's do the auto festive code, which is not hard to collect later. I gotta say, guys, we got a lot done for today. Gonna hit the save button here. We're 35 hours in. Whew. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you like to subscribe. And then tomorrow, next time I get another video out, we'll be heading into probably finish up this quest line and do a couple more side quests. I would like to get through at least another 10. I got up to 10 to 15 in those before we get more quests in, but we might just complete this chapter and go to the last chapter. I don't know what we're gonna do from there. I guess it's gonna come down to what we see happen next. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time.